Hello, and what is up, guys? My name is Jager-M from Screencasters, doing a November ban list update of my Harpy ladies to the channel. It's a really fun deck. I've changed up a lot since the last update, and I felt like now would be a pretty good time to update it and show you guys the build I'm rocking so far. Let's went through a few changes, so without further ado, let's get started with the Harpy lady deck profile. Alright, first things first. 3 Harpy Lady Harpy Chandler, 3 Harpy Harpist, and 3 Harpy Queen. This is basically the sole engine of the deck. These are the main Harpies you run and the ratios you run them. I like 3 Queen. A lot of people only like 2. I like it. I only play 2 of the field spell. However, she's a quick ditch to make your Call to Haunteds live, to make your Norden live, to make your Hysteric Party live. This card basically enables all those plays going through and make them a lot more consistent with the deck. You can bring it back with Call to Haunted with the field spell you searched off to pop a card. It's really nice, especially during your opponent's end phase. It's really cool. I do like her. Her also being a 1900 beater gets a boost from the field spell is really nice. Especially when you're swarming with the Hysteric Party, having multiples of these is nothing to complain about at all. Harpist, you can abuse her a lot more with the Nordens now, and keep getting your searches for your Harpy Dancers and your Chandlers is really cool. So I like that. Yeah, and Chandler is basically the main card of the deck. You discard a Harpy card, especially one Harpy monster from your deck to the field defense mode. She becomes level 7 if you have a dragon. I don't run the rank 7s anymore, but you can totally do it. It's definitely viable now. However, I do like the rank 4 build because it's a lot more consistent and there's a lot more things you can tech into it. Yeah, so that's the base Harpies for the deck. I also run 2 Harpy Dancer. I don't run the Egotist engine anymore. I basically cut it to make room for a lot, what's another word for it? To make room for more cards, basically, that have more, I guess, synergy, because most of the time I had, like, a Cyber Harpy in hand, and, like, I couldn't special summon or something. I mean, they're good for discarding with your Harpy Chandler, but I did cut them for consistency, because they weren't working out as well as I'd like. So yeah, there's that. And as for hand traps, I only run 2 Max C now. I don't run Veiler, because it's kind of awful this format. I did take some of your guys' advice by cutting the Veiler. I still like it in the side, though, but Max C is really powerful this format. Stop those special summons when you can. And when you think Max C's last the monsters, no, there's actually a few more. There's actually 3 more hand traps. 3 Performage Damage Juggler. Yes, I am running the Clown engine. Got 3 of this guy, 2 Hat, and 1 Trick Clown. This is the last of the monsters, by the way, but Damage Juggler is extremely powerful. You can send them from your deck with Foolish Barrel, and banish him for a Trick Clown or a Hat Tricker for a free rank 4 play. He's also a hand trap, so if you take, you can discard him. If you take battle damage, negate the battle damage pretty good. Any burn damage, he stops that. He's really useful. I do like him at 3, and he searches out these guys, is really good. Hat Tricker basically makes you extend even harder. Get you access to a lot of your 3 material XYZs a lot easier instead of just hoping you get your Hysteric Party off. And Trick Clown is really useful for a reoccurring monster that's a level 4, I guess. Like, when you're doing the Dark Rebellion Ragnar Zero play, you can detach him, he'll come back, and then you can just special summon your Hat Tricker, because that's 2 monsters, make the Ragnar Zero from there. And that's my favorite play in any rank 4 deck, so he really facilitates that. He's really good. And both these guys are ditchable with Foolish Burial, as well as the Harpist, so, you know, Foolish Burial is not warranted in the main. So that's it for the monsters. Pretty hefty monster lineup than I'm used to in Harpies, but it's actually oh so satisfying. On the spells, cut down a lot of those too. I only run 3 Hysteric Signs now. I don't run the Egotist anymore, because as I stated before, I did cut the Egotist engine from the deck, but if you feel like you wanted to run it, you can definitely do it. It's still pretty viable. I do like Hysteric Sign at 3, though. A lot of people say, oh, only run 2. I like it at 3. The same reason people play 3 Deneb and Satellar Knights, sound like that. You only really need 1. Only really need to resolve 1, but once you just want to see it as soon as possible. So there's a lot of ways to ditch this from the hand, so it's never really dead. You can pop it yourself with the field spell, so it's really good. Or discard it with Hysteric Party, or Phoenix Wind Blast and gets effect. And 3 searches is really busted, so it's really good. And 2 Hunting Ground. I was thinking for a long time about 3 or just 2 Hunting Ground Divine Wind of Mist Valley, but it was too inconsistent, so I stuck with 2. I like 2. It's really powerful this format since it pops the Pendulum Scales, the Mighty Specters. It pops the back row and stuff. It's really good. I like this card. especially during end phase. If you call it a haunted or hysteric party back something, a harpy, you can just pop one of their cards. It acts like a pseudo MST like that. Having this card and allowing it to be super searchable with the Harpy Queen is nothing to complain about. In a very bad scenario, you can just discard it with your Harpy Chandler. So it's very useful and I like it. For the one-ofs, we do 1 Quill Pen of Goldos, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Instant Fusion. I love Instant Fusion. It's a really powerful card. Basically, you can bring out your Norden and facilitate even more rank 4 plays, as well as with the clowns. You can also bring back your Harpist with Norden to rebuse or effect to search for another Chandler for another rank 4 play. It's really good. Foolish Barrow, you can send your Damage Juggler, your Trick Clown, or your Harpist to get their effects off. Really useful. I like it in the main. And this is, I guess you can call this a tech, because I don't see a lot of Harpy players run it, but I fucking love this card. It is one of my favorite cards to play in Harpies. It's my favorite tech of all time. In the wind deck. Basically, his effect is a Quill Pen of Goldos, a normal spell. Basically, target 2 wind monsters in your graveyard and 1 card on the field. Shuffle those 2 monsters back into your deck and then bounce the other card you targeted, which is really freaking great. So basically, you can bounce your Call to Haunted, your Hysteric Party, even a field spell if you need for. You can bounce a problem monster like your opponent's Beals, something like that. It's really good. Yeah, it targets, but it basically refuels your deck. It's like a Jager-M roll for the deck, but it's readily available. It's almost always live. Cycle back your queens or your Harpy Chandlers or your Harpists and do a lot of cool things with that. I really do love this card. So that's it for the spells. A pretty small spell lineup, as most Harpy decks are. Onto the traps. 3 Hysteric Party. I love this card. I will never cut this thing down for 3. It is a win condition on itself. It's so freaking powerful. Basically, you discard a card, so yourself as many Harpies from your graveyard as you can. It's really great. Gives you even more access to your 3 material rank 4 XYZs, which is really great. You can also swarm and go for the OTK and then Cowboy for game. It's really useful. I like Hysteric Party at 3. And no reason much to say about it. I like 3. I will never cut it down from 3. It's just a win condition on itself. On the 2-0s, you do 2 Call to Haunteds and 2 Foolish Barrel. Not Foolish Barrel, 2 Breakthrough Skill. I prefer Breakthrough Skill over Fiendish Chain this format. Solely because you can set this with the Magical Hats. You can just target a Hysteric Sign and this with the Magical Hats. And they won't be destroyed, so this will be live on your turn, so it's pretty cool. Also, it works twice, because a lot of monsters do tend to leave the field often. So you can use it twice, and it works in Grave. I like Breakthrough Skill a little bit more. And since a lot more people are running MST now, Breakthrough Skill just got a little bit better than Fiendish, because, you know, Fiendish is a continuous trap. Call to Haunted is really good this format. I don't know why people don't like it in Harpies. I love it in Harpies, especially with the field spell and how easily we can get it. Recurring monsters, bring back your Norden for another rank 4 play. It's so great. I love this card. So great, so great. And it's also bounceable with your Quill Pen if you feel the need for it. On for the 1-up traps. 1 Magical Hats, 1 Phoenix Wind Blast, and the Holy Quadrality of cards I play in all my decks that can run them. Basically, 1 Fool. Why I keep saying Foolish? I got Foolish on the mind, man. Bottomless Trap Hole, Solemn, Vanities, and Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute is still really good. A lot of people don't expect it anymore, and it's really their downfall. Really punish your opponent when they're overextending, especially when you got the Max C already activated. They think they can take the Max C challenge, you know, TK you. Torrential says hello, and fuck you too, my friend. It's a really good card. I love it. A lot of people say it's bad, this format. I highly disagree. Yeah, I guess it doesn't work against Magic Specters, but you're not always going to be going against Magic Specters or Cosmos, you know. I really do love this card. Vanities, I like it. It doesn't really hurt you at all, really, if you already have the board set up. I like Vanities in the main. It's really good. I see a lot of people cutting it, and I don't know why. It's at 1 for a reason. Solemn and Bottomless are your pendulum outs. Stop those Magic Specters before they stop you. It's really great. Bottomless doesn't really work against the Magic Specters because it does destroy and then banish. But for any other pendulum deck like Performages, Magicians, and stuff, it's really good. Solemn Warning is good for stopping that fucking Apex Avion. I hate that card. But yeah, it's really good, this format. Stops Denko too. That's why I was thinking about maining Anti-Spell Fragrance, but that is going to be for a build for a separate time. Phoenix Wind Blast. This wasn't in my previous deck profiles lately. I prefer a Karma Cut, honestly, out of all the discard traps, with the big 3 being, what is it? Karma Cut, Phoenix Wind Blast, and Raigeki Break. I like Karma Cut the most. However, I like Karma Cut at 2. I could not find room for 2 Karma Cuts, so I like Wind Blast at 1 anyway, but it's really good. Basically, set your opponent back 2 turns, because you know it's gonna be they're gonna be drawing. Also, if you feel like maining Mind Crushes, this card is just super great. I would run multiples if I was maining Mind Crush, you know. And you can always side them, so it's really good. You can also discard your Hysteric Sign to get its effect, which is really good. You can also discard one of your Performages, like either Trick Clown or Damage Juggler, and they still get its effects, because, you know, It's a good card. Anyway, Magical Hats is basically one of the win buttons for the deck. Get your free Stark sign off. One cool thing, you could just set your Trick Clown or something and set this. They try and attack you, just get it all over with. And even the destroy Trick Clown will come back, so it's really good. So that's it for the main deck and the traps. Onto the extra deck. So went through a few changes, right? One Norden, because you run Instant Fusion. Rank 4s are really good, and that's kind of the sole purpose of this deck. Rank 4 spamming and overwhelming your opponent's back row with the Hunting Ground. For the 3 material XYZs, we do still rocking 2 Pet Phantasmal. This card is still really good. 1 Rise Falcon and 1 Masquerade. I'm probably going to cut the Rise Falcon for a Deltaros. Because Deltaros seems to be really good this format, since your opponent can't really respond to your summons with them on the field, so that's pretty good. Masquerade, I use a mill effect like every time. Like, his effect is once per turn, you could send the top card of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. You make a mill a card, basically. It's very useful, actually. There's so many times I milled my opponent's Fiendish Chain or their Veiler. A lot of times I milled their Maxi, which was like, yeah, fuck you, man. Yeah, you gotta be careful with it if you're going against Lightsworn or any kind of millie deck like Infernoids, but I like them, especially during the battle phase. It has a pretty good Cosmo matchup. You activate anything during the battle phase, Masquerade says fuck you, and burn for 800. Rise Falcon, his effect is once per turn. Basically, you detach or target one special summon monster your opponent has, he gains their attack. You can attack all your opponent's special summon monsters once. He does take 3 level 4 winged beasts, so it's kind of like Pet Phantasmal, requires Harpies, basically. But the thing about him, he can be Susanoo for you if you take the attack of a stronger monster, like a really strong one, like, what is it, Beals or something. But since it's once per turn, you could do it again, and since he doesn't lose the attack, it stacks. So if you keep like a strong monster on board, like their Beals, okay, detach is now 3,100, attack over everything. Next turn, that Beals is still alive, Detaching becomes 6,000, attack everything. He's got 3 materials, so you can get really big, but in theory, it should work out like that. It hasn't happened often, but it's still something I'm testing out. If you feel the need for it, you can cut him for a Deltaros or a Lightning Chidori, since I don't have any. 2 Pet Phantasmal. This card is really good this format. Basically protects all your Harpies. They can't be targeted for attacks or card effects. Well, I think it's card effects too. Anyway, but I love this card. It's really great. Basically, have the board wipe to get rid of them. And if you're going against Magic Specters, a thing I tend to do often is just make this guy 2 of them as quickly as possible. Just poke for 4,000. You know, it's pretty great. You know, I like them. But yeah, you can change it for whatever you need for. But I still feel the need for 2 Pet Phantasmal. For the 1-ofs, 1 Trapeze Magician, because you run a lot of spellcasters. Like the Clowns, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Silent Honor Arc. I love these guys together, because if you have the Norden, like Instant Fusion, Abyss Dweller is going to be 22, and he boosts Honor Arc 101 by 500, so he'll be 26, he'll be 22, pretty good. Running over my words. 1 Castell, the best spot removal in the game. 1 Cowboy shooting for game. 1 Samurai pushing for game. The Ragnar Zero and Rebellion combo I love so much in my rank 4 decks. Really easy to make, so you can make a lot of rank 4s really easy, especially in this build of Harpies. 1 Rhapsody and Berserk. So I like to equip this guy on my Blade Armor Ninja. So basically I banish 2 monsters from the graveyard. Equip it to this guy, make him attack twice. It'll be 31 that can attack twice, so it's really good. I like Rhapsody in the main. And 1 Ice Speed Xeraphine for another win condition, skill drain on legs that you can make relatively easily and whenever you want. So yeah, guys, that is the Harpy Lady deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments, suggestions, or anything you want to tell me about the deck in the comment section below, please voice yourselves out. I am answering in the comments as I usually do. I hope you guys like the build. Sorry if I haven't uploading as much as I would like to, but, you know, things and things. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to take the time to like the video, comment on the video your voices and opinions. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel to see more epic and amazing videos similar to this one. My name is Jager-M, and I am signing out. See you guys.